Good afternoon, my friends. What a wonderful Tuesday it is. I had a good day at work, started early, so I'm back home and it's only like 4:15 in the afternoon, so home early as well. That's wonderful. The weather, well, still sunshine, still warm. When I came home it was 40 degrees inside the nest. And I have actually got some good news. I've been mailing back and forth with my boss about an idea I had. My idea was that to avoid all the rules about the work van, my company car, that I'm not allowed to sleep in the car and that I'm not allowed to, example, go to the grocery store and stuff like that. To avoid all those problems, I suggested that we could do it the way that they pay me the money it normally costs to run a company car. That means for gas, for all the expenses for running a company car. And then I use my own car. I use my own Skoda, as I did in the beginning of the employmentship at this company. And my boss was positive. So he agreed to it, and we agreed to an amount that equals the cost of running a company car. So he will just pay me those money, and then I will use my own car. This will not start right now, because obviously he will need to get his company car back to where the company is, or he wants to sell it, and he need to look into that first. So exactly when this will start, I'm not sure right now, but it will. And when this starts, then I can use my own car, my Skoda, and at the same time, the amount of money he gives me is more than what I will need for gas, so that means I can start to save up for real, to get a van, or actually I think I want a minivan. The reason why I want a minivan is that the fuel economy with a minivan is a lot better than it is with a van. And I will keep the nest, leave it in the campground as a, well, you could call it a home base or whatever, for tax reasons, as it is now, to be able to do what we are planning to do. It's the same tax law as if he had given me a company car. So that means the tax law we still have to follow. So the nest will stay at the campground, and I can drive around with the minivan, and I can stay in the minivan some nights, and I can go stay at the campground some nights. I think that's great news. But then I realized, now the car is set up for sleeping and all, and that's all good, but there's one more thing I need in the car, and that's a refrigerator. Because if I want to stay in the car more than just a couple of days at the time, as I do during weekends, I'll need a fridge. So I bought a fridge today, and this is actually an unboxing video for my new fridge. So let's get on with that. Here you see my new, well, no, it's not a refrigerator. It is a Thermoelectric Cooler. Well, it's like a box, And I chose this because, well, it's not too big, it's not too expensive, and it doesn't take much electric. It's actually a two-way cool box. It's 12 volt and 220. So that's in the car I'm gonna use it on 12 volt, and if I use it here in the nest, I will use it on 220. I don't know if I'm going to use it here in the nest, because as you saw in the video about my refrigerator in the nest, it's doing a great job. So well, the brand, it's a Waeco, And Waeco is actually a sub-company of Dometic. So it is a Dometic fridge. I've been looking online for these cool boxes, and I saw one ad for a Waeco for this one and one ad for Dometic, and they are exactly the same, except on the Dometic it say Dometic here on the side, and well, then it's I think 500 kroner more for the Dometic, or at least it was in that ad. I paid 1,499 kroner for this. That is a lot of money. I could have found cool boxes a lot cheaper, but not as good. This one can keep between 0 and 16 degree cooling, and it can also heat. I'm not going to use that, but it can heat from 48 Celsius to 65 Celsius. And the most important part, the part that kind of separates this one from all the other cool boxes I saw, is that it can stay up to 30 degrees Celsius below ambient temperature. That is a lot. Well, actually, that is exactly as my old refrigerator here in the nest when it's running on propane. But for these cool boxes, that is really amazing. 30 degrees below. Well, let's get into this. Here we are. It's fitted with a rubber, like a, I was about to say a bumper, all the way around here, like that. And the cooling unit is here in the front, and so is the plugs for 220 and 12 volt. It can actually also run on 24 volt, and that's plugs the same place. The lid is magnetically closed, so you can almost see it. It clicks in. What we got down here, let's see. Obviously there's the owner's manual. And yeah, I forget to say, this is a 20 liter cool box, and I figured 20 liter is enough. I don't know the size of my refrigerator. I'm not sure how many liters, but not a lot, because most of the space in the fridge is for all the propane burning gadget thing in the back. But this here, 20 liter. And I know the lid can be taken off, and then you can see. That's plenty of space for. And then it comes with this, and I just need to get that cut. It comes with this to divide down in the box. Just need to cut that off. Let's see. It can be set either up here, so that there's a small room here in the front, or it can be set down in the bottom, down there, to divide. I don't know what is most practical. I guess I will have to find out. Down here, as I say, that's the cooling unit. And there's actually a fan down there, I read in the manual. Here in the back, got the cables. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Here we got the one for 12 volt. I think I read it's 2 meters, almost 3 meters of cable, the 12 volt. And then the 220 cable as well. Oh, let's put the lid back on. And then it comes with a handle so it can lift. It is not crazy heavy. I think it was, I believe the weight was 7 kilo. Yeah, 7 kilo, the weight of the box, so that's not too bad either. Now I just need to find out where in the Skoda I want to put it, and then of course when I get the minivan I will use it in there too. So the fact that my boss said okay to the idea about using my own vehicle, that is the reason why I bought this now, so I can use it both in the Skoda I got now and in the van in the future. So there you are, my new cool box, and the great news from my boss. You see, it's going the right way, because with this news about being able to use my own car instead of a company van with all those rules about company vans, with that news, then I can go back on the road. I can become nomadic full-time again. And I have missed that so much. You know, staying at the campground, it's all good. There's some advantages about it, but it feels wrong. It just feels wrong, you know. So when my boss said, okay, we can do this, it was just, yeah, I'm back on the road soon. Well, let's see when he have found out all about getting the company car taken out of service. Actually, he told me this car I got is the oldest of the cars he got in the company, so he wants to get rid of it. He wants to sell it. So that's all good. And there is quite a bit of problems with it, and I understand his decision totally. So it's not going to be in the fleet very much longer. And as I say, as soon as it's gone, I'm back on the road. And as soon as it's gone, I will start talking to my bank about buying another car, because then I have good reason to needing a car, that I need it for work, and also that my company, my boss is paying me so and so this amount of money so that I can run a separate car for that. And obviously when I buy the car for driving to work, the minivan, I will sell the Skoda. And yeah, that is kind of, that will be sad, because I love that old Skoda. It's doing a great job, but I don't need to have two cars. I only need one. But as I say, in the beginning, I'll be driving the Skoda, and I will be using the Skoda as a micro camper. Anyway, this was just meant to be a short vlog, so I better finish it here. I hope you have had a great day, and remember, life is good. And life tends to work out, you see. Things always works out if you just, you know. So, you guys take care. Bye bye.